So, the Milwaukee Bucks not doing too good. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This team was supposed to be doing a lot better since the Damian Lillard trade. I think that the Milwaukee Bucks got worse because I've been saying it for years. Damian Lillard, I don't think Damian Lillard can be a top 2 option on a championship team. I'm gonna jump in right here before I get into the video. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you haven't already. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for subscribing in advance. Because he was putting up all these big numbers, putting up all these plays when he was him. When he had the best supporting player that he had was CJ McCollum. No offense to CJ McCollum, he's a good player. We're going to be having some issues if CJ McCollum is your number 2. I mean, I don't really know what people expected when he got traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, because him and Giannis have 2 completely different play styles. I don't know, unless they make another move, I don't think that they're going to be able to win a championship. And after the Bucks lost in the playoffs, Giannis did say this.
Do you view this season as a failure?
Oh my God. Okay, because I'm not that up. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay, do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. I don't want to make it personal. So there's always steps to it. You know, Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure? That's what you're telling me? No, I'm asking you a question. Yes or no?
I mean, I don't think so, no.
Okay, exactly. So why are you asking me that question? It's a wrong question. There's no failure in sports. You know, there's good days, bad days, something.
So basically, he was asked by the reporter, was this season a failure? That was about the best answer that you could ever give. I mean, you can't really say that it is a failure just because you didn't fully achieve what you wanted to achieve. He brought up a good point. Like, do you get a promotion at your job every year? No. So does that make your job a failure? I mean, there's some things that are a failure, and there's some things that shouldn't be classified as a failure. Right now, the Milwaukee Bucks are trending towards failure, but I don't think they're there yet. One of the biggest problems, I think, could it have been hiring Doc Rivers? Doc Rivers is a horrible head coach, okay? And JJ Redick called it out.
No one's going to react to Doc's audio there. We've been here 7 minutes since we showed that audio. Nobody's going to react to Doc's audio?
Do you want me to get it repeated for you?
We don't have to repeat it. We don't have to repeat it.
I can repeat it.
I've seen the trend now. I've seen the trend for years.
What's the trend?
The trend is always making excuses. Doc, we get it. Taking over a team in the middle of the season is hard. It's hard. We get it. Just like getting traded in the middle of the season is hard for a player. We get it. Mm-hmm. But it's always an excuse. It's always throwing your team under the bus. They lose to Memphis. Oh, it's his players' fault. Memphis was playing G League guys and two-way guys. And then you look at his quotes over the weekend. Now he wants to take credit for the James Harden trade to the Clippers working out. He wants credit for that. There's never accountability with that guy.
Well,
there's never accountability.
Well, let me.
I mean, JJ Redick called it out exactly how it needed to be. He makes up excuses and just says, oh, the players played bad. Oh, the players played bad. This is why your players don't like you. There have been multiple players that have said to the media they hated playing for Doc Rivers because that's all he does. He makes excuses. He doesn't take accountability for his own actions, for his bad coaching. The Indiana Pacers, Rick Carlisle, when they lost because he did not call a timeout, he said that it was his fault. He said it was a lapse in his judgment. He made a mistake. Joe Mazzulla, when they lost the one game to the Miami Heat because of a play that he called, he said, my bad, I made a mistake. All these other coaches will say when they messed up, but Doc Rivers cannot do it for 1 second. He can't do it. And now he's talking about Donald Trump in post-game interviews instead of worrying about his own team.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. But we got to do something about that. Was atrocious what we saw. If you're a black man or a woman or brown, Latino or Puerto Rican, or they hit everybody, and it was awful.
Heard it here first, folks. My team is 1-5. But let's talk about Donald Trump and the running for president. But Doc, what about your team? No. He asked me the question about Donald Trump. I gotta answer it. Bro, no other coach is doing... I have not seen any other coach doing this, except for Greg Popovich. But Greg Popovich is losing with a bad team. He is losing with a bad team. Doc Rivers has a really good team, and he's still losing. I don't understand how he's losing this. I mean, they have the same record as the Indiana Pacers, and in my opinion, the Bucks have more power than the Pacers. But last year, the Pacers proved that they can play better. And you can't just always blame it on Giannis. They always say, oh, Giannis was injured, Giannis this, Giannis that. You can't have your team built around one player. You need to be able to support your team even if your best player goes down. You can't just rely on one single player. But with that being said, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel down below if you have not already. We are trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the year. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video.